RDA's work, we really do look at all the verbs in the work that we do, and they're things like facilitate, coordinate, broker, build, deliver. They're those type of things. So we do work across the quadruple bottom line, and by that we're cognizant of the fact that in our region we have a high First Nations population and we have 2 World Heritage listed areas. So it's not just the economic piece that we're interested in, it's also the social, environmental and cultural pillars that we look at. We also do work across all facets of society. So we work with the 3 tiers of government. We work with community organisations and with our universities and TAFE sector as well. Only through working through all of those levels of society, I guess, across a quadruple bottom line, can we deliver on those verbs that I mentioned before. So that's mainly how we do it.
We develop strategies for our region. So what we're doing is activities that will, 1, put our issues on the table, 2, advocate for solutions to our problems, and 3, activities that provide the evidence and also represent our region in key forums.
There's probably 3 core areas of impact that the RDA does deliver, and they are around investment into the region, local procurement and jobs. We do that through brokerage mainly and bringing people together.
Well, probably the biggest by far is the water project for the Lakeland area, which has been a significant investment by the federal government into looking to develop a business case, and that has identified that there is a huge potential for the Lakeland area for future growth, and also I think gets forgotten sometimes to maintain the water security for the existing producers that are in that area who don't have the same reliability and water security as they would have if there was a permanent dam structure built in the region.
Lakeland is a volcanic caldera with very fertile soil. You can grow anything there, but it's got a finite resource of water, like a lens of water, but recharges every year. Our farmers there, who do a wonderful job, they've been saying forever, if we could have a reliable water supply, we'd grow anything. This is really exciting from not just an agricultural production point of view and regional domestic product, but also from a community development and a population increase, regionalisation.
The other probably areas of infrastructure importance is road. It's a significant part of the connectivity of the far north, not just for the proximity to Cairns, but also onto the tablelands and all the way out along the Cape.
I think we're at the stage now that there's less than 250k of unsealed road between Cairns and Weipa.
The huge impact of this infrastructure, if we can get it all to happen at some point in time, it will see another layer of economic growth within the region. It will also improve the attractiveness of the region for tourism.
In the old days, we used to look down the main street and say you might see maybe half a dozen cars. Well, now it's like Pitt Street, you know. So it's great, and business is booming.
The definition of livability is really a whole of place approach. So it's both economic, social, and every bit as important, environmental. Economy, natural environment. Most important components of livability is actually the social component.
We now have a building that actually fits all of our classes. We've been able to remove our waiting lists. We actually now can hold competitions where we invite other clubs, not just from Cairns and Tablelands, but we actually just recently hosted the Far North Queensland Regional Championships, which is where the gymnasts actually go to qualify to go down to states. That is the first time we've ever been able to hold that. We've also been able to offer some of the other clubs in the region now come to our club to do some of their training, because we now have particularly a foam pit, which they do not have. So it gives gymnasts, not just our own gymnasts, but gymnasts in the region, the opportunity to train skills that they otherwise can't train properly. You know, a lot of growth within Cairns predicted to be on that southern corridor. It gives us the opportunity to actually grow further programs as the demand for services increases.
The RDA plays a 3-factor role. One is it's important for us to be advocates for the region. So we work in conjunction with a number of other organisations, in particular local government, state government and federal government, to ensure that we're representative of the region as a whole. So therefore the differences between looking at a city such as Cairns, so what you've got is an organisation like the RDA that plays advocacy, The second role is actually some project delivery. We also take on roles such as the project that we're delivering, which is actually to do with the arts. So we've won a contract with Arts Queensland to deliver a number of arts projects, and that's working with Indigenous and local organisations to develop arts programs that will support the community. Again, they're important more from a social aspect, whereas the first one that I mentioned is really to do with agriculture, economy, etc. And the third part that we play is a facilitator. Recently, for example, we facilitated a housing summit here in Cairns. I was a facilitator to organise it, bring everyone together. That's the importance of the RDA and why we work across the whole region from a livability point of view. All of us are locals, and by locals, again, from all over the region, but all of us are committed to improving the lives of everyone that lives in our region. And in particular, there's an emphasis for us in the Indigenous space as well.